Big up everyone. What is happening? The Liverpool Prophet back again with another live stream. Hope everyone is doing well. Big up to every single one of you locked in the building. Hope you're all doing well. Big up, big up, big up. Great to have everyone in. Feels good, man. Back to life, back to reality, back to talking about football week in, week out. Big up, man. I'm in a relatively good mood after yesterday's Merseyside derby victory. It was one of those games where I just didn't care what the performance was like. I didn't particularly care what the result was, whether it was 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, 4-3, whatever. I didn't care. Just wanted the 3 points, and we got the 3 points. And we have the bragging rights as well. So big up to everyone. As you can see, the title of today's video, the Merseyside derby aftermath. And we're going to discuss where Liverpool can go from here if we can build a little bit of momentum from this win going into the next the last couple of games. There's only 5 games left in the season. That's nothing. That'll fly by, guys, if we're being honest. It'll be over before you know it. So let's see if Liverpool can have that positive end to the season and take it into the summer with some new additions. And we'll see what happens again next season. But nonetheless, big up to every single one of you. Big up Everest, man. Big up yourself, Everest, bro. Hope you're doing well, mate. Big up, bro. Top Gooners Josh is hilarious right now. Yeah, Arsenal fans are going to be in meltdown, especially after that defeat yesterday. Arsenal fans are going to be in pure meltdown. I haven't had a chance to have a look what the reactions are like to the goals and how they've tried to cover up for the defeat, but I'll definitely take a look out for that later on, Everest. You obviously seem to be enjoying it a lot, though, by the looks of it, and fair play. But nonetheless, I guess we'll just start talking about the game, man. The Merseyside derby. Look, I said it in the lead up to the game. I said it yesterday. Biggest game of the season, in my opinion. Merseyside derby, home and away, Goodison, Dickinson, Anfield, wherever it is. I want to win it. I want those bragging rights over the bit of blues. And I just want to, well, it's never in doubt, really, because we all know it is. But just want to, once again, reiterate that Liverpool and Merseyside is red, will forever be red, has always been red. In case Everton fans were getting a bit giddy, thinking that that's not the case no more. I think yesterday's result brought them right back down to reality. I feel bad for the real ones, but no mercy for the losing. Yeah, look, for the real Arsenal fans, brother, I do feel bad for the real Arsenal fans because the shit they've got to put up with, I mean, it's crazy. But for the delusional Arsenal fans, yeah, look, no mercy, man. That is everything that comes their way. Honestly, Everest, a lot of them aren't even really Arsenal fans. To be fair, they've all just I think the Arsenal community is known for being pretty deluded. It has been for years now, and I feel someone will look on TikTok and they'll see that person's being deluded. Let me try and do that. Let me hop on the trend so I can get viral and go out there and go viral. I feel that's how a lot of people look at stuff. They're not really Arsenal fans at the end of the day. Sucks for Arsenal, man, because it drags the club down. But hey, Everest, at least it's not us, brother. At least it's not us that it's happening to. But it is tough, and I do feel bad for the real Arsenal fans. We drew a few too much times with Everton, and it was getting annoying. Glad we won the last couple of derbies. I'm glad as well, Everest, to be fair. Derby Day is always one of those. It's always a tough game against Everton, whether it's at Anfield, whether it's at the Dickinson, or whether it's at Dickinson, or whether it's at Goodison. Always a tough game, no matter what. Always a tough game. You know they're going to rock up. They're going to give it their all. It's their cup final, as Van Dijk said last season. This is Everton's cup final, and they take it incredibly seriously. Last season, we needed a Diogo goal to break through them at Anfield. RIP Diogo, of course. But without that goal, we wouldn't have won that derby. The one at Goodison last season, the last one at Goodison, we really should have got the 3 points there. The goal they scored in the last minute shouldn't have stood. It should have been disallowed. Wrongfully done there. But we know why they did it. Last derby at Goodison. Let's not have Everton lose it. Let's have them get a dramatic late equaliser so it creates a headline in the news. That's how they do it. And this time around, first time around at the new ground, we went there and won. Happy days, man. But yeah, most of the time, it's a draw against Everton. At Anfield, we're able to deal with them most of the time. But it's when we go to their ground where we struggle. And usually we don't win. So I'm glad we actually won there yesterday. 100%. A lot of them are Arsenal fans. They live in London, so they're profiting off the Arsenal name. and fan base by spewing what others want to hear. Exactly, Everest, yeah. Arsenal community is known for being deluded, isn't it? The majority of it. So people jump on the bandwagon of delusion. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this person's being deluded. That person's being deluded. Let me be deluded as well, so I can get views. People just want to get famous, don't they? At the end of the day, they don't care. They don't care about the club. It's just about paying the bills for themselves, getting famous, getting out there. That's what it is at the end of the day. And that sucks because it brings the image down of a football club. And with Arsenal, it's really brought the image down of their football club to a point where they may never really recover now. No one will ever take them seriously again because of some of the shit their fan bases come out with. Like, bro, best in the world at everything, apparently, Arsenal. They've got the best goalkeeper in the world, which they don't. The goalkeeper they have isn't even world class, I'll tell you that now. Best centre-back pairing in the world, apparently. Best midfielder in the world, best captain in the world, best striker in the world, best manager in the world. So they got the best in the world, but they haven't won nothing with this best in the world squad. It's crazy, isn't it? It's genuinely crazy. But I try my best to just ignore anything Arsenal fans say, especially when it comes to Liverpool. Because let's be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I was really pissed off with Arsenal fans last year. All season last season, they spent trying to just discredit our title win, making excuses, and I'm not gonna lie, it pissed me off. Pissed me off, man. Just admit we deserved to win the league last season. Instead, they got to come up with excuses. Oh, we had loads of injuries. Liverpool had an injury free year. Well, we didn't actually, because we did also have to deal with injuries last year. If you go back and have a look, exactly, Everest, bro. Exactly, man. They say stupid stuff, and then they turn around and say, "Oh, why does everyone hate us? Why? Just be fucking humble, man. Don't run before you can walk," is the saying. You know what I'm saying? I never talk big in the lead up to a game. I never talk big before we've won a trophy. I'm always like, when we win the trophy, when it's in our hands, then we celebrate, then we can give it large. These lot are giving it large in December time when nothing's won. Some of them are even giving it large after 3 or 4 games. And then they're crying at the business end of the season when they crumble again. It's like I said, Everest, it's all well and good winning games in August, September, December. Wait until every game's a must win in April. Let's see what you're made out of then. And every time, that club crumble when it matters. You know what I'm saying? We are a far bigger club than they can ever become, at least in our life. Yeah, Liverpool will always be a bigger club than them. Liverpool and United, let's be honest, we are a much bigger club than England. We are a much bigger club than Arsenal. I'm not saying Arsenal aren't a big club. They are, for me, the third biggest club currently. That could all change depending on how much City win this year. But yeah, us two are definitely bigger. Don't even see how that's a debate, Everest. I mean, where's your Champions League? Can you put it on the table? No. Yo, big up to my brother Vids, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. Big up yourself, bro. Make sure you do stuff to my brother Vids, lads, on the gaming channel. And his regular channel as well. Another one of the fellowship. Go support my brother. Appreciate you being in, bro. They were saying quadruple in December. There's a reason a quadruple has never been done, bro. It's it's kind of impossible to do, if we're honest. Of course, big up to Vids, man. Appreciate that, Vids, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. What the hell did I just walk into? Yeah, bro, we were just talking a bit. Everest just mentioned the Arsenal game a bit, innit? And then we started talking a bit about the Arsenal fan base and how a lot of them like to run before they can walk and everything. So, yeah, we were slating Arsenal. We were slating Arsenal, to be fair, yeah. We were slating them a bit. Here, my club name slandered, yeah. Now, you know what, Vidge? It's like Everest and me were just saying, yeah, before you hopped in. For the genuine Arsenal fans that are realistic, you do feel bad for them. But like for the dumb Arsenal fans, like the ones we see online, you don't feel bad for them. They deserve everything they get. Big up Vidge for putting Everest's link in. I'll make sure to pin that. Lads, if you can get Vidge's link in as well, please, mods. Do so. That's much appreciated. Do that. But yeah, I'll be honest, Arsenal were trash yesterday, man. That game was absolutely trash. Well, from an Arsenal perspective, it was trash. From a City perspective, brilliant, man. You're on top of the world, aren't you? But yeah, you go to the Etihad in a must-win game and you set up to play part of the bus football. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. They got nothing, deservingly so. And yeah, man, City have got them, man. City have got them right where they want them. Arsenal are literally at City's mercy right now. They are at City's mercy right now, and there's nothing they can do. It's crazy. So It's like you're finding new ways to lose, if you know what I'm saying, lads. Like this bottle job this season this is a bottle job like I've never seen before ever. Real talk. It's a bottle job like I've never seen before. Like how you can bottle a league this easy to win is crazy. It really is. It really is, man. And the ridicule Arsenal are going to face in the summer as well. They thought the summer of 2023 was bad. They better strap in because this year's summer is going to be even worse for them. Especially if they don't win nothing at all again. Nighttime Kid, appreciate you putting Vidge's link in, Bo. I'll make sure to pin that. Big up yourself, Nighttime Kid, as well. My club are a disgrace. First thing they do is sell Amanda. Yeah, that was shocking, Vidge, when they did that. Like, that is absolutely shocking behaviour. That is absolutely disgusting behaviour, man. Sometimes I have a good feeling. Under PR. Yeah, City are winning it, bro. City are winning it, man. 100%. 100%. Which is mad because they've been really bad this year. City have been really bad this year, but Arsenal have just allowed them the encouragement. They've given them the encouragement, and now they've clenched it. You know, you can see as well, City, since they've come back from the break, they've been on fire, let's be honest. They've been really, really good. So, yeah, man, peak times for Arsenal and peak times for Mikel Arteta. Let's see if he has anything up his sleeve to rescue this. Why do you think I'm off to Amsterdam end of the season? This club and the mutants. Yeah. Vids, make sure you do enjoy Amsterdam though, man. The weather's going to be nice there this time of year as well, so hope you do enjoy that. Get away from the UK as well, get some nice weather there. Our Opta computer says Arsenal have 73% chance to win the league still. That Opta computer is rubbish, Nighttime Kid, I swear. That's all the BS that Opta computer is, because some of the stats you see on there are absolutely mad. So if Arsenal have got a 73% chance, how much of a chance does City have? Nighttime Kid. Absolutely awful initiative by Arsenal's PR. No respect to Vidal. Which it's crazy, not Everest. Genuinely crazy, man. The League Cup final is what has fired them up. Now they are awake. Exactly, yeah. The League Cup final is really League Cup finals ignited the fire in the belly, man. Bo Rice telling his fellow players it's not over yet. What was he saying after the game? I didn't have a look. He's just as deluded as his manager, man. I can't lie. All the Arsenal players are just as deluded as their manager. It's like I said, football teams are a reflection of the manager. You know what I'm saying? You look at City, Pep's a winner. The team on the pitch are winners. If you look at Arsenal, I hate to say it. Apologies, Vids, don't get me wrong here, but Arteta is a loser. Arsenal players are losers. The manager always reflects the team on the pitch. His reflection reflects onto the players on the pitch. And I've always said that. And with Arsenal, you can see it. The manager's a loser. The players are losers. City, manager's a winner. Players are winners. You know what I'm saying? Big up Nighttime Kid, man. Big up yourself, bro. We'll be looking like and do a tour of the Johan Cruyff. Yeah, bro. Make sure you get a tour of the Johan Cruyff done. For sure. That'll be interesting, bro. That'll be very interesting, man. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy it, bro. But did you remember when Gnabry won the CL with Bayern by beating PSG, Arsenal social media congratulating him, typing our academy lad? When Gnabry won the CL with Bayern by beating Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal social media congratulating him, typing out our academy lad. Oh my God, what type of behaviour is that, man? Real talk. Arsenal's PR, whoever does Arsenal's PR, I swear, they've got no shame, real talk. Whoever runs their social media account has literally got no shame. That is absolutely crazy. Like your team couldn't do shit in this UCL, so you try and get some credit by mentioning him as the next Arsenal player. That's crazy. That's crazy. Absolutely mad, Everest. Yeah, Vids was talking about this yesterday. Apparently, someone tried to say Wilshere winning something with Luton is an Arsenal-related trophy. I mean, this is just some next-level delusion, man. There's delusion, and then there's just being a bit all over the place in the head. Haaland said, "Oh, sometimes we have a good feeling." Haaland knows it's done, bro. Did you not see Haaland's? Did you send me the video on TikTok, bro? Haaland doing the side eye to the camera at the end. He knows it's over, man. He knows. They know they've got Arsenal. They've got on, man. They've got them right where they want them. They've got them right where they want them, man. And there's not a thing Arsenal can do to get away from them. This is why you win your games against Bournemouth. You win your games against United. You win your games against Liverpool. You win your games against Wolves. You know what I'm saying? Vid, you guys are so bad, bro. Look, I know my situation, but geez. Bro, night time, kid. Apologies for this pun. Apologies if this does offend anyone. Arsenal and Tottenham. Different positions. Same stress. I don't mean to upset no one there, but Arsenal and Spurs. Different positions in the league. Same stress, man. Same stress. Arteta is a loser. I've been saying the same thing since 6 years. The guy is a clown. The weird appointment. Vid, you go and appoint a man who's known for being another man's assistant. Honestly, why didn't Arsenal just back Unai Emery? So just back to Unai Emery after the Europa League final. You would have been better off right now. He would have had you in a better position. Big up Wahaha, man. Appreciate you being in the building. Hope you're well. Arsenal should have been miles ahead. They should be. Nighttime kid, they should have. I'm going to be honest. They should have beat us at the Emirates when we played. I don't think we were particularly great. I just think they were really bad. They should have beat United at home. They didn't do that. They lost against Michael Carrick's United. To be fair, Sunderland away is difficult for anyone this season. So that's, again, it's an understandable draw. They should have beat Wolves away. I mean, how can you not beat Wolves away? You know what? I'm not even going to speak on that because we lost to Wolves away, but that's a game they should have won. Who else have they played this? Chelsea away. 10-man Chelsea they should have beat. Who else did they play against? City at home they should have won. Let's be honest. They've dropped a lot of points this year. And in games where they should have walked and steamrolled the opposition. Tom Canton is justifiably Tom. Yeah, Everest, I hear that, bro. Arsenal fans can banter you if you go down, and I won't have muppets from my fan base hiding behind you getting relegated. We'll lose it. To be fair, Arsenal and Spurs fans, if Arsenal don't win the league and Spurs get relegated, both fan bases need to just be quiet all summer. They need to just be quiet, man. If Spurs go down, they've gotten... I'm sorry, even if Arsenal bought over league, Spurs have got no right to say anything to Arsenal, man. If they get relegated, they've got no right at all. They need to just shut the fuck up. And Arsenal, again, if they bought over league again for another year, they're going to have to end up being quiet as well. Tell you what, though, Chelsea fans are going to have a field day. Chelsea fans are going to have a field day if Arsenal bought over league. Big up to everyone in the chat. Do follow Everest on Twitch, guys. I'm going to pin that, what Waha's put in. Do sub to Wahaha as well, people. I'm going to pin that. Vidges just put that in. Big up, bro. Spurs getting relegated should never make any Arsenal fan feel better if they bought over league and get 0 trophies this season. To be fair, Everest, I think Arsenal fan base and the Tottenham fan base mirror each other. I think some Arsenal fans are happy seeing Spurs not winning anything and being shit. They're more than happy seeing that than their own team doing well. And Spurs fans, vice versa. Some Spurs fans are actually saying they'd take relegation if it meant Arsenal didn't win the league. Like, they are... You can never be more obsessed with your own rivals than your own football club. That should never be the case ever. Ever. I don't like Everton. I hate them. I still wouldn't take relegation if it meant they won the league. Nope. I don't like United. I wouldn't take relegation if it meant stopping them win the league. It's a weird type of mentality, man. I don't get it. A big up Josh EJ, man. Appreciate you being in. Hope you're well, mate. Just hoping Palace beat West Ham. Look at that. I feel ashamed depending on Palace. It's a tough situation, that Tom Kid. I hear you, man. I hear you, brother. That's tonight as well, isn't it? I believe West Ham Palace is tonight. You know what? If that was at West Ham, if that was at the London Ground, I would have gone with a West Ham win. Home advantage in that. But because it's at Selhurst Park, I think Spurs will catch life. I don't see West Ham winning that. But again, that's nothing to celebrate, is it? Big up Everest, man. Let's get Everest's followers up, man. 100%. Let's get Everest's followers up on Twitch. Twitch is another streaming platform, isn't it, guys? I've never used the thing personally. But it is another streaming platform. It'll piss me off if I'm worried about my club. The game yesterday should have been Arsenal mathematically winning the league. It should have, Vidge. You know what I'm saying? I think... What's the date today, guys? Did we... I'm sure we had the league mathematically wrapped up this time last year. I'm sure we did. I'm 99% sure we'd already won it at this point last year. Big up Everest, man. It's great to see. Gained a couple followers. City have been trolling all season. Now they just kick on. To be fair, Nighttime Kid, I'm going to be honest here. There was a time where City were down and out. Was it around Christmas time where they were losing or dropping points left, right and centre? They were down and out. They were genuinely down and out. They were dead on their feet. Pep was unmotivated. Arsenal should have took advantage of that, man. Should have picked up all them points. Really, when you look at the points Arsenal have dropped, they should be about 15 points clear in this league, 20 even, if they were really consistent. I mean, it's like King said, isn't it? Big up to my brother King as well. Make sure you do something to King. Arsenal just finding new ways to lose, man, every single season. You think they lose? You think they bottle it bad one year? The next year they come back and bottle it even worse. You think they're gonna? Honestly, we think this bottle job's bad now. If they keep Arteta, which I don't think they will, but if they do, and they go into next season, they'll end up bottling it even worse than this year. Real talk. But I do think Arsenal will sack Arteta if they don't win nothing. I don't see how you can keep him. This will be the 7th year. 7 years, lads, no trophies. You can't keep him. Big up, Vidge. Make sure you do sub to Joshy J as well, people. Big up, Bus Baptiste, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. Big up yourself, Bus Baptiste. Prophet, don't think you get what pinning a comment is. You need to be in the chat and click the comment to pin it. Okay. Vidge, I've been starring them. I'm actually a dumbass, you know. I've been starring them on StreamYard and just thinking that automatically pins them on YouTube. What an idiot I am. Fucking hell. What an idiot I am. I genuinely thought if I put a star on it on StreamYard, that's then automatically pins it onto YouTube. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, but I'll make sure to keep that in mind. Thank fuck, I'd rather have Arsenal win more than. Yeah, exactly, Nathan Kid. You should never want your team to go down at the expense of your rivals. That's just such an incredibly loser mentality to have. Incredibly loser mentality to have. You mad relegation when we can't come back. What then? Yeah, exactly. What if you can't come back? What if you triple relegate? Look at Leicester, guys. I don't know if anyone's clued up on what's happening with Leicester City, but 10 years ago, they were Premier League champions. They're now on the verge of being relegated to League One. That's a crazy fall off. Don't ever think you're too big to go down. And then don't ever think you're too big to go down again. You know what I'm saying? I think Tottenham have made the mistake of thinking they're too good to go down. And their arses are falling out now this season because they're genuinely in danger of going down. Could Tottenham be the next Leicester? I don't know. It's too soon to say. I'm not going to jump to conclusions, but they're in trouble for sure. Big trouble. I mean, it should have been a warning sign last season for United, Tom Kid. Couple of injuries. You guys end up in 17th. That should have been incentive to improve your squad. Some are gone and you haven't. I love United, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be obsessed over their downfall than watching my club thrive. That's just plain dumb shit. It is exactly, Everest. Dumb ass behaviour, bruv. Would you rather not see Liverpool win anything if United was shit? No. No. Never in a million years, man. Never in a million years. I never want my club to be relegated to stop a rival winning the league. Ridiculous mindset to want relegation. Loser mindset, bro. The fact that there are fans out there that genuinely would accept it. It's like, what type of standards have you got for your club? Do you want your club to win? Are you bothered about your club winning? Or are you just like, as long as my rivals don't do well, it's cool? I don't get that mindset. I never have and I never will. I think it was this weekend we played Spurs and won the league this time last year. Yeah, time flies, doesn't it, Bus Baptiste, man? A year ago today, man. Yesterday, sorry. Time flies. Good old days, man. I wish I could go back if I could. Twitch is good. Well, I'm much looser than YouTube, but the whole streamer culture over there is kind. Okay, wow. So it's best I stay away from it then. By the end of the month, City will be topping probably with a points gap. Yeah. Arsenal probably just going to end up dropping even more points. I look at Arsenal's games today. Newcastle at home next week, they'll make that hard. They're going to go away to West Ham yet. They've got Fulham coming up. Palace. The only 3 points I think Arsenal get, that I think are guaranteed 3 points in their fixture list, is Burnley at home. Other than that, I think they could drop points in every other game. I don't want to lose a match so that my rivals lose the league. Like how Spurs fans were doing the Poznan a couple of seasons ago after getting spanked by City. 2 seasons ago, Everest, Tottenham were in a position to qualify for the Champions League. Their players wanted to win the game. Ange Postecoglou wanted to win the game. But the fans wanted to lose the game because they didn't want Arsenal winning the league. And they were celebrating as well. I mean, talk about being a loser. Talk about being a bunch of losers, man. I'll put it nicely, man, because that is very Tim Pot behaviour. Very, very Tim Pot behaviour. And then you even saw Ange coming out after the game saying, I can't believe what I just saw. That real talk. I can't believe what I just saw, man said. And to be fair, that's probably had a lasting effect on this Spurs team because they would have seen that behaviour and they would have sat there and thought, so we can lose and get away with it. It's okay to lose, which is probably a main reason why they are the way they are now. But the platform itself is very much tailored to live streaming and works much better than YouTube's live streaming services. Okay, Waha, I see. He's definitely gone after wasting over $1 billion and achieving nothing. He won't last billionaires. Don't like spending money for nothing. Exactly, Waha. Not Waha, Vidge. Exactly. Well, you can't go into the 7th year with that guy. It won't happen. There's not a chance it will happen. So I think Arsenal fans will get their dream this year, and I think they will end up with a new coach. Whether they get the right coach, whether they make the right appointment, remains to be seen. But yeah, you can only pin one comment. I want you. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, Josh, hey, that's my bad, bro. That's why I only follow and watch small streamers and musical cozy games. Generally, too many viewers most of the time result in too much trolls and toxic. Yeah, I hear that, Everest. I do hear that. Twerking for Spurs, they can never call themselves Arsenal fans. Absolute disgrace. North London forever, man. Isn't that what they were saying? North London forever. Come on, little brother. Come on, little brother. You got this. That's what Arsenal fans were saying. Some of them. North London forever sign. They had the elephant. They had the twin elephants matching up with the trunks sinking. I mean, oh my God. And to me, Vidge, this is the reason why the North London derby can't be taken seriously anymore. Because of behaviour like that. What some Arsenal fans were doing. What Spurs fans were doing. This is the main reason why I can't, me personally, I can never take the North London derby seriously again. All the big streamers are obnoxious to. Okay, well, I see. I've never been bothered by what our rivals do where they finish. I'd be grey-headed if I got that bothered about it that much. I've watched Arsenal, Chelsea, and United win so much over us. But look, I'm the same. I could care less what United do, what other clubs. I'm just bothered about what Liverpool do. Can Liverpool be the best versions of ourselves? Can we go out there and be the team that dominate? That's all I care about. End of the day, you don't see me watching other clubs' games because I'm not bothered. At the end of the day, all I care about is watching Liverpool and doing my best to support Liverpool. And I just want to see us be the best. That's all I want. I'm saying, and yeah, we saw. See, in the early 2000s, when United fans were big talking it up, Arsenal fans were talking it up because of how good they were. Chelsea as well. We could never do that. We couldn't because in the 2000s, we weren't great. We had the Champions League win, which was a good moment, but it wasn't a great period for us, This has probably been our best period since the 80s that we're in now. 2018 to 2026 has probably been our best period since the 80s when we before the drought happened. So, you know what I'm saying? It's been a tough time, but all I care about at the end of the day, like you said there, is what Liverpool do and how good we can be. Fuck the rivals. Also, Twitch emotes are total garbage. Okay, I'm not saying to stay away. There's a good. Okay, so there's good. That's to be fair. That's the same with YouTube, then, isn't it? There's good sides and bad sides with YouTube as well. That's crazy, Everest. That is mad, bro. In that case, we won Europa off it. Yeah. To be fair, though, Nighttime Kid, would you? Let me ask you a question, Nighttime Kid, and answer me honestly if you can. Would you give that Europa League back if it meant you stay up this season? If it meant you survive relegation this season, would you give that Europa League trophy back? Would you rewrite history and have United win it, should I say? If it meant you stay up now? I see. Arsenal's midfield will get bullied by Newcastle's Zubidoo. It's not a bubble. Won't be able to cope with Bruno G, Jonathan and Tonali. Easily pushed them off the ball. Newcastle got a really physical midfield, man. They've got a really physical midfield. I don't think about losing. Yeah. To be fair, not Tom Kid, I seen De Zerbi say I did watch some of what De Zerbi said at the when was it? It was after the Brighton game this weekend. Actually, De Zerbi said something like what was it he said? He said the players need to come into training with smiles on their face for the Wolves game where they're going to go home. I heard that he took them out to dinner as well. Man said my players were suffering too much. I had to take them to dinner and shit. That is mental, man. Real talk. That is absolutely mental. This summer will tell all the boards. This summer will tell all about the board at my club if they're serious about winning. It will. It depends on your manager, doesn't it? Whether you get the correct coaching or whether you end up getting another underwhelming appointment. The elephant picture, yeah, bro. That elephant picture was so cringe. Genuinely, man, it cringe as hell. Cringe as hell, man. I hear it, Everest. It's forever fuck Arsenal, yeah. As a football fan, I want my club to go about their business because I love Manchester United. Yeah, that's where the main focus should be. Always, no matter what our club does, what your club does, what everyone else does should be secondary. Kick is the worst platform to stream after what you showed me about the. Yeah, that was crazy, Vidgebro. That was absolutely crazy. The fact that was allowed to be just posted is mad as well. Heard about some dude getting slack for. Okay, wow, that's crazy. Nighttime Kid, you wouldn't give the Europa League back if it meant you stay up. Okay, fair enough, bro, but I think that's a bit mad, personally. If I was in your position, I don't know how I'd feel, but that's mad. Big up Everest, bro. Appreciate you stopping by, lads. Make sure you do sub to Everest. Thank you for stopping by, brother. It means a lot. Big up yourself, man. It's forever Fox Spurs. Wouldn't have it no other way, would you, with your rivals? Wouldn't have it no other way. I think we need relegation to rebuild, and I won't ever want to drop a title. So you want to go down then? Really? Okay, fair enough, Nighttime Kid. Fair enough. Big up Everest. Take care, brother. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I don't personally agree with that, but each to their own, brother. Each to their own. So, guys, moving on from that, then let's discuss a bit about yesterday's game, the Merseyside derby. We got a win. First time around at the Hill Dickinson ground. We went there and got the 3 points. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, before we talked about this whole segment here, in a derby game, I'm sure everyone will agree whenever you play your rivals, it doesn't matter about what the performance is like. For me, it certainly doesn't. The scoreline doesn't matter. All you care about on the day is getting the 3 points against them, however you get them. And that's how I went into the weekend's game. That's how I felt going into this weekend's game. I didn't care what the performance was like. I didn't care what the result was. I just wanted 3 points. It's Everton, for crying out loud. It is Everton. The rivals, the main rivals of the city. Just want to win. That's all. Just want to win. And we got it. Probably undeservingly so, yeah, but we got it. To rebuild, we need a painful rebuild. I hear it. It could, Vidge, yeah. It could. I hear that, Nighttime Kid. I hear that, mate. I have to say, Jones, man of the match, one heck of a ball by Gakpo for Salah's goal. You know what? I think the game. I was happy with the lineup, Bus Baptiste. I wanted Robertson to start, and I wanted Jones to start, and Slot started them. So credit to Slot on that. The only thing I would say is he started Jones at right back when I would have rather seen him in midfield, but whatever. Isak starting was a bit of a weird one because we know the guy's just come back from an injury. We know Everton away is going to be a physical game. Bit of a risk starting him and risking him getting another knock because we know how physical it was going to be. But yeah, the lineup wasn't too bad. I do think the first half Everton were the better team. I've got to say, I think Everton were the better side in the first half. Mohamed Arshavili was forced into 2 good saves at 0-0. They were the better side. They looked more up for it. They looked more energetic. We kind of looked a little bit more timid, if we're being honest. Didn't really look up for it. But this is what happens, when you're all over a team, when you have chances and you don't take them, the other team are going to get one and they're going to be clinical. We went up the other end after a Beto goal was disallowed for offside, which, to be fair, I've seen people saying it was an offside. It was offside. I don't know how people can argue against it. It was very, very much offside. We went up the other end and bagged against the one to play. Mohamed Salah Brilliant ball from Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo, credit where credit is due. Brilliant ball, timed it perfectly. Salah hits it first time, makes it 1-0. And I'm happy for Mo because this is, of course, his last Merseyside derby appearance. And I'm glad that he got that goal in his last ever game. Ironically, the first derby of a new ground is the last one for him. And I'm glad he got himself on the score sheet. And he has the record of having scored the first derby at the Dickinson ground. That will forever be his now. The first Merseyside derby goal scored at the Hill Dickinson ground will forever belong to Mohamed Salah. I'm saying good finish. It's what we've been missing as well from Mo. We've really been missing that type of clinicalness from him. And it's great to see him slowly getting that back. You know, we just want him to go off in the correct way possible in it towards the end of the season. We know he's only got 5 games left. Just want to send him off as best as you can. Like the first season due to the power suits payments, but if you stay down the second season, they'll 100%. Isak was never gonna do anything. He was just there, put there to take away a centre half. Yeah, Baptiste, he was anonymous in the game, to be fair. I'm not expecting much from him this season. He's just come back from the injury. I'm more looking at what Isak can bring to us and provide next season. I think next season is when we need him to kick on. He's going to have to show it. But for this season, I'm not expecting much of him for the rest of it. It was an offside, but that Everton goal was disallowed correctly. That first Everton goal. I don't really get how you can argue against that. It was correctly disallowed, bro. You won a derby, who cares about it? Yeah, exactly. It's a derby game. Who cares, man? Just want to win. Just want the 3 points in the bragging rights. No problem, Vidge. No problem, bro. You take care of what you got to take care of. So we were 1-0 up. Again, even after the 1-0, you kind of felt the momentum swift a bit from the blue side to the red side. Their crowd kind of died down. I've got to say, I don't know if anyone else felt it. I certainly did, but atmosphere felt a bit different. At Goodison, the derby atmosphere is always incredible. Yesterday, while it was good, it just felt like something was missing. It felt like that Goodison vibe wasn't there no more. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, the atmosphere was still up there and they were still up for it. So we go in at half-time 1-0 up. Deservingly so, no. But nonetheless, the scoreline said we were 1-0 up. Second half, you knew Everton weren't going to lie down. We all knew Everton were not going to lie down. We knew they were going to come out second half firing, and that's what they did. Scored an early goal. Beto makes it 1-1. Do I think much of Beto as a striker? Not particularly, no. But he equalised the game. Fair play to him on that. Unfortunately, it meant Mohamedashvili went off injured. Now, I'm going to bring up the news on Mohamedashvili in a bit. There is some bad news on that, but there's some other positive news as well that's broken today. So he went off injured. Woodburn came on. And it kind of felt like everything was setting you up for the Everton win. Our goalkeeper goes off injured. They're the team on top. We're not looking too great. Just felt like they were going to push and get that second goal and win the derby. I did say in the lead up to the game that if ever Everton were going to beat us in the derby, it would have been this season with the way we are, with how much we're wobbling and how inconsistent we've been. How wrong was I? But they were on top at 1-1. They were on top. And again, they had chances to make it 2-1, but they just weren't clinical. Just didn't take their chances. Fair enough, Waha. Fair enough, Bo. I hate VAR, but his whole leg was in offside position. Enough said, yeah, I hear that. Big up, Brian. Hope you're well, man. Big up yourself. Night Tom Kid, Mohamedashvili is injured. I'll bring up the article on that in a minute. But there's some other good news despite that. Again, no problem, Vidge, no problem at all. VVD bullet header, Mr. Calm as you like, Mr. Virgil van Dijk. We'll get into that as well. But again, Everton can only shoot themselves. They shot themselves in the foot, let's be honest. They shot themselves in the foot. Better side on the day, weren't clinical. And their fans will probably be saying the same thing as well. VVD. Night Tom Kid, man. To be fair, Waha's, if he is salty, I don't see why he's got a reason to be salty. We are below you guys in the table. You know what I'm saying? I've seen United fans doing hate watches on us yesterday. We're below you in the table, lads. Why are you still looking at our results? Is what it is. I don't think Waha's salty. I think he's just giving his opinion. Liverpool winning the derby just with luck. The team is still bad to watch. You know what, Ramchen? I agree, but for the derby game, I really couldn't care what the performance was like. If it's bad against Palace, though, next weekend, I'll be calling it out and saying it isn't good enough. But for yesterday, I made an exception. I just wanted to win. Every derby is dull to watch. It's about the performance. It's about the outcome. Yes, I agree, Bush Baptiste. Everton were always going to be physical. They were always going to make it hard. And that's what they did. Should have won the game as well. That's Nighttime Kid was the one who said you're salty one, not me. So you and him can debate that in the comments, bro. But yeah, not clinical. And we then go into injury time. And when I seen 11 minutes adding on at the end, I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to be honest. I felt like a winner was coming. Now, I didn't know if it was going to be for Everton or Liverpool. But when 11 minutes was added on, it felt like it was just written that someone was going to win it and nick it. You know what I'm saying? And we nick it right at the end in the dying seconds of the game. Who steps up? Our captain, Mr. Calm as you like, Mr. Virgil van Dijk, steps up with the header, bullet header, makes it 2-1. And that's payback. You know, justice for what happened to Virgil at Goodison Park a couple of years ago when he got the injury for the season. Justice for last season. At Goodison Park last year, we should have won that derby. The equaliser they scored at the end shouldn't have stood. It should have been disallowed. And you know what? I don't care. It's justice. They can hold that. We score a last-minute goal at their new ground, first time around. They can hold it. They shouldn't have won the derby at the ground last season because that goal shouldn't have stood. And yeah, I've had to put up with criticism from... I've had to hear people criticise Mo and Verge a lot this season. And rightly so, because by their standards, they've not been good enough. But you know what? In the biggest day of the season, in the biggest game of the season for us fans, they stepped up again. They stepped up again. I would never do hate watches. They aren't for me. Same here, Joshy J. That's not for me, man. Hate watches are just... Like, you're spending an hour watching a team you don't like. It's a bit weird. Yeah. He just got payback. Yeah, man. He did get his payback. He did get his payback. Nighttime Kid. What? Big up Brian, of course. Yeah, of course, you're going to see physical stuff in the derby, but pause. When I say physical stuff, I mean on the pitch and tackling-wise, not in other sense. Please, West Ham, you must tonight. I hear it, Brian. But yeah, Nighttime Kid, let's keep it respectful, bro. There's no need to be the childish remarks, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for the childish remarks. Arsenal centre-backs do all the time and no one says nothing. I hear it, man. But naturally, people have criticised Mo a lot this season and Verge a lot this season. Myself included. I won't say I haven't. But yet again, when it matters in a big game, our captain stepped up and scored a winner. You know what I'm saying? Mo stepped up. Our two experienced players scored the goals yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that we won the derby in circumstances where we didn't deserve to win the game. We won it. And I'm hoping this might just be the catalyst now for us to kick on for the remainder of this season and have that positive end. After watching yesterday's game, the fact that we've gone to the Dickinson first time around and won, I'm a bit more confident going to Old Trafford now in 2 weeks' time. You know, 2 away games where we don't traditionally do too well at. Old Trafford and Goodison. Not Goodison. Or Goodison, yeah, we're in Dickinson now, but 2 away games where we don't traditionally do well. Everton and United. We've beaten Everton first time around at the new ground. A bit more confident going to Old Trafford now in a couple of weeks' time. I'm not saying we're going to win, but I feel a bit more confident. 100%. I hear that. So, yeah, we got the 3 points, man. Chelsea dropped points. Villa did win, unfortunately, but whatever. We're not looking to catch Villa while we won't have the consistency to do so, in my opinion. So we got the win. Chelsea fall further and further behind us. I think we've pretty much wrapped top 5 up now. I think we'll do enough to just scatter over the line. A 7-point gap over Chelsea, which is mad. You never think that when you look at how both of us play, but we'll take it. We will take it. Yeah, man, that was weird from Gabriel. The fact that you've grabbed someone so hard that it's ripped their undergarment as well is crazy. And then the fact that he didn't get a sent-off for the headbutt on Haaland, he's a lucky guy. Very lucky guy. You might have a chance at Old Trafford. We have not looked ourselves since after the international break. I think we do, Josh CJ. I would say we have a chance. I'm not saying we're going to win, but I do think we can get a result. Even though this ain't the greatest Liverpool team on paper going there, I do think we can get a result, 100%. I didn't see United play, but I saw Cunha's goal. It was clinical. Bus Baptiste, both teams were trash. I'll be honest, Bus Baptiste. United were trash. Chelsea were trash. Chelsea had most of the ball, but they weren't clinical with the chances they had. If they had a better attack, they probably would have won the game. United were just clinical. They got the goal with Cunha. He was clinical, bagged. And from there, they just kind of defended and showed the goal out. But it's nothing that United fans should be giving it large about because it wasn't a good performance from them. Yeah, top 5 is UCL. Keep Villa in the top 5 for what it's worth. Yeah. To be fair, Villa will win the Europa League and then Chelsea will get into the Champions League because the 6th spot will get a UCL spot as well. So Chelsea are going to catch life regardless, man. So I'm going to do the player ratings, guys, quick time for the game. I did create the tier list. So again, I'm going to give you guys my give you guys my player ratings for yesterday. So I've got great, good, and poor. Mohammed-Darsvili, I'll do this quickly, by the way. Mohammed-Darsvili was decent up until he got injured. Didn't have much to do. Made the 2 good saves that he needed to make. Credit to him on that. Jones, local lad, he knows what the derby means. Had to play, played well as well, I think. So I'm going to put him in good as well. Van Dijk, you know what? I've got to put him in great just for scoring that winner. I've got to put him in great for yesterday's game. You know, he scored us the winner. I'm sure you guys have seen the meme on TikTok and that, calling it the Hill Van Dijk Stadium and shit, but bagged the winner, man, against Everton. You got to go in great for that. Konate, again, I thought he was relatively poor. I can't lie. I do think Konate was relatively poor. Jones was poor. He was good. I do think Ibu was relatively poor in the game. Defensively, we weren't great at all. We genuinely weren't. That goal we conceded was really bad defensively from us. Very, very bad. We should have done so much better. Robertson, again, needed to play this game. It's also his last Merseyside derby, ironically. Felt he had a decent game. Szoboszlai, again, didn't do much in the game. I'm going to put him in good. Didn't do nothing too crazy. Gravenberch, again, I'll put him in good. Didn't do nothing too crazy. This is the easiest player ratings you'll ever get, by the way. Gakpo, you know what? Gakpo got himself an assist for that Salah goal. And it was a good ball into Salah as well. So I'm going to give Gakpo his flowers. Had a relatively good game. So, yeah, credit to Gakpo where credit's due, man. I'll always give a player credit where credit's due. Even if they don't play great. Always give them their flowers. So, yeah, Gakpo was good. Kirkes came on as a sub. Not Kirkes, Wirtz, actually. Don't think he impacted the game much, to be fair. Don't think he impacted the game too much. I put him in good, but he didn't do much. So, you know what? If I could create another, what you call it here, I'd put him in a average, but whatever. We'll put him in good. Didn't do much, though, but he'll go in good. Should have created another tier, really. Salah, again, look. Good performance from Mo. Scored himself a good goal as well. Got to put him in great. Him and Verge for yesterday's game, I think deserve to go in great. I think they deserve to go in great, both of them. Apologies, lads. I will get back to the chat. I'm just going to give you guys the ratings quickly. Isak, again, anonymous in the game. He was poor. Can't even make any excuses. He was poor. He didn't do nothing. Can't say he was good. Kirkes came on. Didn't have much to do. Put him in good. Didn't make no mistakes. Wasn't doing nothing too crazy. So he can go in the good category. Was all right when he came on. Put him in good. McAllister, again, same good. I should have made another category for average. So I could put players in average. Rio came on, was actually really good as well. Instantly came on, had a couple of shots, was causing them issues. We'll put him in good. A lot of players in good, man. And then Woodburn, interestingly, came on because Mohammed-Darsvili went out injured. Didn't have much to do, to be fair. Everton didn't really trouble him too much. Guess you can put him in good as well. So that's the player ratings, guys. 2 players in great. They got people who scored the goal. Everyone else was okay. And then I don't think Konate was great defensively. And Isak, again, was anonymous as well. So next time, remind me to put an average section in the player ratings. Do remind me, lads. So if I just remove that, just wanted to do that quickly. Apologies, lads. Let me just get back to the chat now, quickly. Realised I missed quite a lot. We were pretty negative, but we had extra protection from Mazraoui and Heaven at centre back, and it worked. Cunha and Braemar rubbish, but didn't do nothing. Yeah, I hear that. Wahaha. Don't sixth place UCL. Yeah, sixth place does get a UCL spot if Villa win the Europa League, or even if Forest win it. If an English club win Europa, sixth place gets you a Champions League spot. I think United will show up against Liverpool like we did that. They will. United will 100% turn up, Vids. At Old Trafford, it's Liverpool. They're always going to give us a game. I 100% agree they will show up. I think that might be a decent game, to be fair. My dad was gutted after the full-time whistle. He was pacing up and down during the game. Condolences, Josh. I know your dad's an Arsenal fan, isn't he? So he must have been really upset with that result. I agree we had the ball but did nothing with it. Yeah, I think you had about 60% possession, Brian. But you didn't do much with the ball, did you? So, again, if you had better attackers, maybe it's a different story. Villa winning Europa League and finishing top 4 doesn't allow an additional spot for England. I was sure that it did, Ramchan. A lot of people have said it does. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Pep made one change and it proper sent Arteta on his way, didn't it? Pep knows how to get it over the line because he has been down done it before so much times. Facts, Joshy, that's facts, bro. The way City plays perfect for Arsenal, so naturally they look better. Yeah, it was just attack versus defence. Arsenal were parking the bus. City had the ball. Yeah, it was only going to go one way. Zero bravery from Arsenal. The way they leave behind so naturally, and Odegaard and Havertz couldn't make the most of it. You know, Havertz is one of those players that when the pressure's off, he's banging in goals left, right, and centre. But when the pressure's on for him to bag a goal, he's missing the target all the time. Should have scored a goal yesterday. Should have made it 2-1 to Arsenal. But he missed an easy chance. Yeah, exactly. Vinci's chased down proper managers, bro. Arteta's nothing to him. Villa finishing the top 5 and winning UCL does create an extra UCL spot. So it does. That's what I thought, Brian. It does. It does create an extra spot. Big up, Profit. Big up, bro. Catch you in a bit, Vids. Appreciate you being in, man. Big up to my brother, Vids. Make sure you do sub to him, guys, on his gaming channel and his regular channel too. Appreciate you being in, bro. Means a lot. Big up yourself, man. Catch you in a bit, bro. Thank you for stopping by. Bro. So, yeah. I'm just glad that we got the 3 points yesterday. Merseyside derby. First time around Dickinson ground. 3 points. We'll take it, man. We will absolutely take it. If I bring up the stats for the game as well, guys, quickly. I'll just bring up the stats for the game. Statistically, it was relatively close. Now, I think Everton were the better team, but this is an example of how stats can mislead you. Statistically, we were actually the better team, but if you watch the game, you know they were better. 14 shots for them, 9 for us. No, 14 for us, 9 for them. 6 on target for us, 4 for them. We had 56% of the ball to their 44%. Again, who was there? If they had Grealish available, maybe it's a different story. Because I think Grealish would have caused us problems. But yeah, I mean, we deserved that win. Why did I say we deserved the win? We didn't deserve the win, is what I meant to say. And somehow we scammed it and we'll take it. So if I just look at the table now, guys. Apologies, let's reload that. So we now have as things stand, we have a 7-point gap over Chelsea. I wish I could bring the points up, but for whatever reason I can't. We're not far behind United and Villa points wise, guys. We're really not. We're really not far behind these 2 points wise. If we can be consistent, get some consistency going, which I think we can, I believe we can finish in third. It's a long shot, and it's a big if we can get some consistency going. But if we can, I do think third place is up for grabs. But I think we've got a good cushion on Chelsea now in 6th. They're in trouble, man. They are. Villa again wobbling, but they won again. United starting to look a bit off it, but feel like they've got a good enough gap. So yeah, table-wise, we're not looking too bad. It's not great seeing us 5th when last year we were here, but it is what it is, man. Circumstances are circumstances, but I do think we've wrapped top 5 up. I can't lie. I do think we'll get top 5 now. I do. Big up yourself, Nighttime Kid. Appreciate you being in. Only if Villa does not finish in the top 5, then England get an extra spot. Just confirmed. I don't know if I'm wrong. I'm not sure, Ramchen. Some people are saying it is, and some people are saying it's not. Who knows? We'll have to see how it goes. Big up everyone locked in, man. Appreciate every single one of you that has locked in with me for the whole 55 minutes. If you haven't already done so, do smash a like on the live. Appreciate it a lot. Does go a long way. What next for Liverpool then, guys? I just want to see us have a positive end to the season. That's all I want. Positive end to the season. If we can get some wins together, get some good performances going, start playing some decent football again, I'll be happy. I'll certainly be happy. Not great, but it's again, this is a learning curve. Bad seasons happen for a reason. They're learning curves for you. This will be a learning club for the club. It'll be a learning curve for the players, the owners, and hopefully in the summer we rectify this and we fix it again. Rodgers has fallen off a bit for Villa. Haven't watched much of him. Nighttime Kid, can't really comment. I can't really comment, but I haven't seen much of him. As for Everton and Brentford, guys, I believe both dropped points. So anyone who thought that they were going to cause Liverpool and Chelsea a problem for 5th and 6th and push on for a Champions League spot, they're not. Everton aren't going to be consistent enough. They're not going to get enough points to challenge for top 5. Brentford, the same thing. So don't have to worry about those two clubs. They're not going to be good enough to catch Liverpool and Chelsea. Neither will Brighton, Fulham, other clubs, Sunderland. So 5th and 6th is there. I think we'll get 5th, and I think Chelsea will get 6th. I'm hoping we can finish up a bit higher, maybe. If we have a positive end to the season, we'll see how it goes. But either way, it was actually for us Liverpool supporters, it was a good weekend. You know, all our top 5 rivals dropped points. Most of them did. Chelsea did actually. The other two won. Won the derby. First time around at Dickinson won. We had the bragging rights over the Bitter Blues. And yeah, Merseyside and Liverpool once again is red. Crouch or Dalglish, pick one. Nighttime Kid, that's not even a debate. It's easily King Kenny, bro. King Kenny, easily. Peter Crouch was a bang average footballer. He was a bang average player. I mean, King Kenny is a legend of the game, arguably Liverpool's greatest ever legend. That's not even a debate, but I can't believe you've asked me that. Every day of the week, King Kenny. Liverpool team with new manager as early as possible, fingers crossed. And some essential additions will challenge for the Premier League, but not with this, not with Slot. With him, we were going to struggle again. Yeah, Ramchen, we've got to cut our losses from Mane, I can't lie. He's taken us, he did well last year, and I'll forever give him his credit for that. This season, though, we would be mad to go into next season with him. I've got to be honest. And it will just show a complete lack of ambition from our club. It really will. So the Mohamed news, guys, just to give you guys the news on Mohamed Nighttime Kids guy. I know he's been waiting patiently for this. So James Pearce has reported this, that unfortunately, guys, Mohamed was taken to hospital after Liverpool's dramatic Derby Day triumph yesterday. The hope is that it's just a deep wound rather than any other damage to his knee. Some afternoon for Freddie Woodburn, who stepped in difficult circumstances. Big up Freddie Woodburn. He didn't have much to do, to be fair. But again, he did what he had to do. For Mohamed I'm a bit upset, man. I can't lie. It's really gutting because he's coming in place of Alisson. Was very good against Paris Saint-Germain over 2 legs. It would have been a lot worse for him, aggregate scoreline-wise. And again, he's stepped up well, done well to step in for Alisson for the time being. And it's a shame he's gone and gotten himself injured. It is a big, big shame. So the fact that he had to get stressed off as well, it's not a nice sight. Wishing him a speedy recovery. Hopefully, again, it's nothing too serious, but it didn't look great. It really didn't look great. Hopefully, this is just a deep wound rather than damage to the knee, because if it's damage to the knee, that's going to take him out for a while. We'll talk. So that's gutting, man. Speedy recovery for Gio, man. Speedy recovery for Mohamed So that's a problem, because we could potentially now have to play the third choice goalkeeper in Freddie Woodburn for the foreseeable future, which I don't really want to do personally. It's a shame, Nighttime Kid. I'm wishing him a speedy recovery, man. I fancy start giving a chance to the number 4 goalkeeper, Pesk. Nah, I think it'll be Woodburn. If it's going to be anyone, if Slot's going to play anyone, it'll be Woodburn. I can't lie. It will be Woodburn. But the good news, guys, so that's bad news that Mohamed is out. it's it's um it's it's bad news with Mohamed Arshavili, of course. Fingers crossed he's back as soon as possible. It is unfortunate. I wish I had your confidence, but the way we're playing, we'll finish 10th. Yeah, I hear it, Brian. I try and be as upbeat as I can when it comes to Liverpool, you know what I'm saying? If I've got to say it how it is, I'll say it how it is. I've got no problem criticising the team, players, etc. But I try and be as upbeat as I can because I do love this club at the end of the day. It means everything to me. I hear you, Brian. You know, Chelsea have really fallen off. If you don't get top four again, you're just going around in circles at this point, aren't you? You know, going around in circles. Champions League 1 year, fall off for next year. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough time being a Chelsea fan, isn't it? I do hear you. It's a tough time. But hopefully better days are to come for your club, man. Woodman, Profit, not Woodburn. Is it Woodman? My bad, Ramson. I don't know much about the guy, so apologies. Woodman, sorry, Woodman. Man said 10. But yeah, unlucky for Gio. I'm wishing him a speedy recovery. If he can be back before the end of the season, happy days. That's the bad news. The good news, however, guys, is, and this has been reported by Anfield Edition. This is the good news. This is the good news, lads. So as you can see, if I just zoom in a bit, according to James Pearce, Alisson is expected to be back for Liverpool's trip to Old Trafford on the 3rd of May. This is great news. This is really good news. So Ali's expected to return for the game against United. Looks like the Palace game will be too soon. Surprisingly, I'm very surprised because from how it was described, I thought Ali was going to end up being out for the remainder of the season. But from what I've read, he's recovering well. And he's doing well to get himself back available. And now it looks like he'll be back for that United game. So we will, with Mohamed Arshavili out, unfortunately, Ali will be back in goal for the United game by the looks of it. So this is good news. It's great to have the Brazilian back in goal. And yeah, if James Pearce is saying it, if Anfield Edition have appointed it, it's pretty reliable. So happy days, man. Ali coming back. It is at the dispense of Mohamed Arshavili, who we're wishing has the best recovery, but having Ali back just makes a difference, doesn't it? Big up Ryan, man. Big up yourself, Ryan. Hope you're doing well, mate. Appreciate you being in. I mean, he's not nighttime kid, but if you want to believe that, cool. Rushed back because they don't trust Woodman. He's not been rushed back. He's been recovering well for the last couple of weeks. He's been recovering well, so we aren't rushing him back at all. If he can't make the game, I got no issues. It'll be great to have him back, but if worst comes to worst, we'll have to probably end up playing Woodman for that United game. But the good news is, he looks like he's returning, which is it's always best when you've got your number one in goal. Always good when you've got your number one goalkeeper back in the stands or back in the team. So that's that. And again, it was reported by the Anfield Index. So this is what the Anfield Index had to say, lads, in regards to the situation. If I just share the screen on this. So the Anfield Index have reported that most likely Mohamed Arshavili is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks due to injury. So to be fair, that's taking him out till the end of the season. Mohamed Arshavili will miss the rest of the season if that's the case, because we've only got 5 games left. That's nothing. That'll fly by. Season will be done before we know it. But Alisson Becker is hoping to be back for Liverpool's clash with Manchester United. Good news. So we're going to lose Mohamed Arshavili, but we're going to get Alisson back, which is weird. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Having him in the goal for the United game, that's a positive always. You know, against United, you don't want any fuck-ups. You really don't. Good news, man. Good news. Good news and bad news. It's good news and bad news, isn't it? At the end of the day. I hope Ali ain't being rushed back. I don't think he is being rushed back. I think naturally he is recovering better, and he's made himself available before the end of the season, which I love. You know, shows his commitment to helping the team out. And yeah, man, some good news and some bad news as well. I'm not saying he's not class tonight, Tom Kid, but there's a difference level. I don't think you understand this, brother. There's a difference level between an elite goalkeeper and a good goalkeeper. Now, Mohammed is a good second choice goalkeeper. I'm not saying he's not. I've never said he's not. He's done well. But there's a difference between your first choice keeper and your second choice keeper. And there's a reason why he's a second choice goalkeeper. Oh my God. Night Tom Kid, man. Night Tom Kid. So yeah, that's the good news. We'll see how that goes, guys. We shall see how that goes. He's good. He's Ryan. At the end of it, there's a reason why he's a number 2 keeper, isn't there? There's a reason why he's not the number 1. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why he's not the number 1. But he's done well since he's come in, replacing having to step in. Was very good against Paris Saint-Germain. It's a shame he's gotten injured, of course, but we can't be talking about him like he's world class. But he's got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot to win, a lot to prove. You know, I think they did. To be fair, not Tom Kid, they did talk like he was out for the rest of the season. So, you know, if he's recovering well and he's making himself available, it's good news. Am I getting under your skin? No, you're not. No, Tom Kid, you're not getting under my skin, bro. It's all good. I'm all good, brother. It's working. I don't know what you're on about, Night Tom Kid. We all talk. You don't rage bait me, man. It might work on Vidge, Rasta, and King. Your rage bait doesn't work with me, though. You can say whatever you want. Because you know what it is. I know what you're saying. You don't believe it. You're just saying it to get a reaction. If you genuinely believed it, I'd be concerned. But you don't believe what you're saying, bro. You're just saying it to get a reaction out of me. And the fact that I know you don't, and you're just saying it to rattle me, makes me not rattled. So that's the good news, guys. And yeah, it's been a decent weekend. It's a result we needed for sure. I genuinely felt we were going to... I predicted a 2-2 in my match preview. In my head, I was thinking we could lose. After the PSG loss, I thought our heads would be down in the dumps. Our morale would be down. Our confidence would be down. But we got a win at the Dickinson, which is great. So it was a bad week, better weekend. We actually had a decent weekend. I'm not sure about other clubs, but we actually had a good weekend. We'll take it. He does love a rage bait, doesn't he, Night Tom Kid? But I do enjoy it. Yeah, Ryan. Big him up, man. Big on Night Tom Kid up every time. Ryan, you guys survived relegation for this week because Tottenham didn't win. So you guys have put the relegation off for another week or so. How do you feel about that? I do think Wolves are going to go down eventually. And you play Spurs this weekend, I believe. Night Tom Kid, yours and Ryan's team are playing each other this weekend. How are you feeling, man? How are you feeling? I lost 250 quid on Aka because of the Liverpool game. I had it as a draw. I think most of us had it as a draw. Most of us had that as a draw. I wouldn't have expected us to go there with the season we've had first time around, with them being on good form at their new stadium and winning it. But, you know, football, again, it just shows how surprising it can be at times. It shows how surprising football can be at times, doesn't it? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good weekend. We look ahead to Palace later on during the week. Night Tom Kid, you can't be talking big, bro. You can't be talking big. But yeah, I'll look ahead to Palace during the week. The battle of the ages, man said. The battle of the ages. The battle of the ages. My season has been over for ages, so I've not really cared too much about our games. I hear that, Ryan. I hear that. Hopefully, you guys can come back up as soon as possible. If you can win the Champions League, that's great. Champions League, what am I about? If you can win the Championship, that would be great. You know, Wolves are class, man. You know, Wolves are a decent team. Nice bunch of fans as well. Been in the league for a while now. It's a shame to see them go, but maybe with the right investment, the right players being brought in, you're back in the league as soon as possible. But I do expect Wolves to probably get relegated soon. Maybe the next 2 game weeks. Same with Burnley. And then Night Time Kid, bro. I think are you doing a hate watch for today's game? Are you doing a hate watch for the Palace West Ham game? Big up to Dan, son, brother. Appreciate you being in, mate. Hope you're doing well. It's a battle for you. I don't care. Wolves have got nothing to play for, Vidge. Not Vidge and Ryan. Wolves have got nothing to play for. You guys know you're down. Spurs actually do have something to play for, so I hear that, man. If West Ham get a point tonight, we're done. Yeah, So that's Wolves relegated then. I do think West Ham would have won. If West Ham were at home, Ryan, at the London Stadium, I would have backed them against Palace to get the win. But because they're going away at Selhurst Park, I think West Ham. I think it'll be a step too far for them. I think Palace probably win. I'll be honest. But if West Ham win tonight, Spurs are fucked. Genuinely, Spurs are in big trouble if West Ham get 3 points today, because that opens a gap up between them and the other teams. And yeah, so Spurs fans have got to literally pray tonight that West Ham don't get the 3 points, because if they do, that's them gone, I think, personally. So it's a big week. It's a big day for you guys, Nighttime Kid. It's a big game. Yeah, man. You're watching the game. Doing the hate watch, I see, bro. I see it, man. I see you, man. Doing the hate watching that. Wolves can give us Mane. You ain't gonna get Mane if you stay up. If you go down though, bro. You ain't getting him then. Huge game for them. I'm glad that I'm not involved. I'm sure the other big six clubs are glad that they're not involved. For them, it's a big game though. Spurs fans are gonna be eyeing that up very intensely. Wolves, Burnley, Spurs in the Championship won me that. I still think West Ham go, Brian. I don't want to spoil no one's parade. I just feel West Ham are still gonna go. Now, I could be wrong. I did predict Wolves, Burnley, West Ham to begin with, and I'm going to stick with that. But the more weeks go by, the more I start to think the Spurs are the ones going to go. But I'm still going to I'm still going to go with West Ham for now. If West Ham win and we still win, and we win still 1 point, but Palace, please, man. I hear it, Nighttime Kid. You need a Palace miracle. Exactly, Ryan. The kid's young as well, yeah, isn't he? He ain't ready for no move to no big club. 100%. He should stay at Wolves for a couple of years, develop himself a bit more, then get the move. I think Spurs will go. The more weeks go by, Dantrum, the more I start to think so. I just feel, does anyone feel Spurs are going to get a result in a game that no one expects them to get a result in and end up staying up? Apologies, I'm just opening the can. I feel they're going to get a result somewhere that no one expects them to get, and they end up staying up because of it. He's had a few good games and people think he's something special. He's nowhere near ready. He should stay for another year. At least facts, Ryan. With a name like Mane, though, we did have a Mane at Liverpool. He'd fit right in if we ever want to look at him in the future. Big up, Ryan. Appreciate that, man. So, yeah, I'm going to head off, guys. It's been a great stream. Again, an hour and 12 minutes. Been a great chat with everyone in the building. Appreciate you all locked in. Good weekend for Liverpool. Merseyside derby win. First one at the new ground. Win it there. Won it there. Done that, completed it. And yeah, for me, that's top 5 math. I think we've wrapped it up. Hoping we can have a good end to the season after the last couple of games. We'll see where it goes. And yeah, big up everyone. I'm going to head off. I'll be back on Wednesday, actually. I'll be back on Wednesday with another live. Thursday with another one. Friday, we'll look ahead to the Palace game. Saturday, watch long. And then Sunday will be the weekend roundup on my show. And Monday, we'll do the aftermath for the Palace game. So, yeah, a lot of content coming up, man. Do stay tuned, lads. Big up, Ryan. Appreciate you dropping by. Do take care, man. Quick world call before I do go up. Big up, Ryan, of course. Big up, Dan Chum. Big up to Nighttime Kid. Big up to Brian. Who else was in here? Big up to Ramchurn. Big up everyone, man. I appreciate you all that locked in. Big up Joshy J. Big up to my brother Vid. Make sure you do sub to Vid, lads. Big up to Waha. Make sure you sub to Waha as well. Big up to Boss Baptiste. Who else was in earlier on? Am I missing anyone? Anyone that I'm missing? Let's have a look. Big up to Everest as well. Make sure you do check Everest out on Twitch, guys. Big himself. Big up. Appreciate you being in, mate. Who else? Quite a lot in the chat today, guys. Bear with me, please. Just scrolling up to make sure I catch everyone. That's everyone, actually. So big up to everyone who joined. Appreciate you all. I'll be back on Wednesday. Big up, lads. Profit out. Up the Reds. Let's go. In a bit. Peace.